Well, yes, we're live, finally. Talking today with John Stevens again, talking on the MBA program at St. Bonaventure University, director here. John, welcome.
Thanks, Jim. Good to be with you today, and just to talk a little bit about our MBA program here and why our students might be getting an MBA.
So, MBA at St. Bonaventure, possibly even 1 year. So that's what we're going to talk some other things.
Exactly.
Perfect.
The students business at St. Bonaventure have the opportunity, because of the undergraduate courses they would be taking, to get an MBA in around 1 year.
Wow, that's awesome.
It is. So conceivably, if you're looking at graduating in May during your senior year, if you apply to the MBA program, you could start that fall of your senior year after graduation and be done the following May.
That's really a good program to do, yeah.
And these are some of the reasons here why you might want to get an MBA. And I think the bottom line is that an MBA differentiates you from other people you're going to be encountering in the world of work. And that advanced degree is going to make a difference maybe in how you are able to move up the management ladder.
Sure. So yeah, and it also helps financially. And I know you have some numbers here that really show that the degree matters.
Right, and it certainly does. You can see from this slide here. Also, a recent article in Forbes magazine again indicated that someone who has an MBA over the course of a lifetime and even very early in their career will see a financial bump from the MBA, as they're typically chosen over others who maybe are equally qualified but don't have an advanced degree.
Sure. So, I mean, these numbers are almost staggering. The payback on an MBA is really pretty fast. Then,
yeah, it is, and it's something that's you know from the world of finance, it's cumulative. So if you're making a couple $1,000s a year more than someone who doesn't have the MBA in year one, that continues to accumulate over the course of your career.
Well, then why come to St. Bonaventure for it?
I think there's four good reasons, and they're on the screen here. We're an accredited program, which we'll talk about in a moment, from an international agency. We think the MBA is a great value, in particular if you compare the cost of an MBA at St. Bonaventure to comparable institutions in terms of the tuition cost. You can get the MBA, as you mentioned, within a year, so it's an accelerated process, which allows you to be waived out of a number of foundation courses. And we have two different places where you can take the MBA courses.
Right.
And the first most obvious one here is at the main campus in our brand new Swan Business Center, which opened in the fall of 2013. And also we have a weekend program at Hilbert College in Hamburg, New York, where we offer all of the MBA courses as well.
And Hamburg is just outside of Buffalo.
It's an hour and 10 minutes from the Bonaventure campus. It's probably 15, 20 minutes from downtown Buffalo.
Gotcha.
And the nice thing about the St. Bonaventure MBA is that it is accredited by an organization called AACSB, the Association for Advanced Collegiate Schools of Business. This is an organization that reviews schools that invite them in all around the world to look at their school of business and determine if the courses they offer at the undergraduate and graduate level meet certain criteria. So it's kind of the good housekeeping seal of approval.
That's great. I mean, and not many schools have that internationally.
Yeah, a very small percentage, under 10% around the world, literally. So we think our program is flexible. You can either be a part-time student or full-time. You can take the courses weeknights during a regular semester or weekends. You can take the courses, as we said, at the main campus or at Hilbert, and some of our courses are even offered online.
And that's a growing number that is available online.
Yes, we've got all of our foundation courses now, and many of our electives are offered online. And the MBA program, there's two tracks. The most popular is the general MBA for students that either are business or non-business majors undergraduate. And then we also have an MBA for the accounting students that prepares them to sit for the CPA exam. To get into the MBA program, our admissions requirements are fairly simple: a 3.0 GPA and around 400 or higher on the Graduate Management Aptitude Test. We also take the GRE test as well as one of our entrance tests. And those combined will get you in the door. And we'll talk later on about some of the advantages to doing better on the GMAT exam. The MBA program consists of a total of 17 courses, Jim, of which 6 are at the foundation level. We have 6 core courses, 4 electives, and then our business policy course, which is the capstone.
And some of these could be waived if you come in with a business degree?
Typically, the foundation courses, many of the foundation courses, if not most, are waived for students that have an undergraduate degree in business, and certainly that applies to the students here at St. Bonaventure.
So then you can get through in as few as 10 courses.
That's correct. The students that take the correct finance courses undergraduate, that's typically the one that prevents them from getting through with 10. They might have to take 11. But if you've taken the correct undergraduate courses, you can get a degree with as little as 30 credits or 10 courses.
That's awesome.
One of the nice things about our MBA is there's a travel abroad component. We have 2 different programs that you can choose from. The most popular one is our China Studies course, and you spend 2 weeks in China in May, and you're kind of immersed in not only the culture, but the business climate of China, and you learn how business is set up and how they run in China. We even visit the U.S. Embassy in Beijing, the capital of China, and find out how businesses what the process is for
really
setting
good.
up and running a business there. It's a picture of some of our students attending courses or attending the 2-week course in China. We also have a program that the students can take in Oxford, England as well. And so if they contact the MBA director, they can learn more about that.
Cool. Now, how do they pay for this?
Well, the typical the cost per course, or the tuition, is around $2,100 for the 2014-2015 academic year.
For each course?
For each course, $2,100. But if you're a good student, you may want to apply to become a graduate assistant, and you could get as many as 1.5 to 3 courses tuition free each semester as a grad assistant. Plus, another option is, you can't do both, but another option is if you do well on the graduate management aptitude test, scoring a 500 or higher, you could win a Dean's Scholarship, which is worth about $2,500. If you score a 550 on the GMAT, you could win a $5,000 scholarship.
Oh, wow. So when should they be taking the GMAT? How sooner the better, I would imagine.
Students typically take the GMAT and or the GRE in their senior year, and apply in their senior year in the fall or as late as the spring of their senior year, and then to be prepared to start in the fall of their 5th year.
Okay. Well, just wrap up here then. The MBA program here is,
We think it's very affordable in terms of the cost. Obviously, if you can become a graduate assistant or you can get one of our scholarships, it makes it even more affordable.
Sure.
It's flexible, as we talked about, in terms of the format and the convenience of it. And we think it's a great investment, as we said earlier, in terms of your career, either now and down the road.
And if they have any questions, they can get hold of you? Or?
Yeah, please do give us a call or email us. We'd be happy to respond and answer any questions.
All right. Well, hey, John, thank you very much. Appreciate it. I hope, I know I'm going to be sharing this with my students very quickly, and I hope that they, take advantage of it. And I think it's a great way, especially in a time when, many times you need something to differentiate yourself. The economy is not doing as well as we'd hoped, and you really do need that differentiator. So good.
And as the economy gets better, and we're expecting it will,
sure.
That's even more of to be differentiated from your competition and to have an opportunity. A better living.
Great. Oh, I can't turn it off very well, but extra here. Let me go back here 1 second. And there we go.